bad habits. Also, we'd like to thank McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination, will work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep you everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. All right, Ludington, a 1st and 10, ball on their own 30-yard line. In motion is Forfinski. Hacker to pass. He's going to go up top. He's got a receiver breaking, and we're going to have pass interference there on Shelby. Lehman would have had that pass right there, and he was interfered with by Shelby's number 12, Trajan Waller.
Great ball, you know. If it's not the penalty, I think that goes for 6. So actually, that might be a decent penalty just to recover from Shelby, because if he just kind of lets him keep going, Ludington probably scores again.
First time one of Chase's passes had a little bit of wobble on that one.
Pass interference against Shelby.
Little wobble, was still on target.
It was on target.
Wobble, but on target.
That's the main thing. You've seen a lot of pretty decent quarterbacks, high school, college quarterbacks. Even in the pros, the late legendary Joe Kapp, one of my all-time favorites, was a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl in 1970. He was famous for his wounded duck tosses. All right, 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball now on, and there's Forfinski eludes 2 tackles there. Well, actually tripped up on the second. Good job, though, to avoid the loss there before he is brought down by Bishop Lee.
It takes more than one guy to tackle Trey Forfinski. If you're going to go one-on-one with him, you better have good form, you better be strong, because he is not going to go down without a fight.
7:04 to go in the opening half. 2nd down and 8 for Ludington. Gain of 2 on that play by Forfinski. Ludington up 26-0. And Evan, I don't know if you noticed that smell.
Yes, I did. I knew you were going to say it.
There goes Forfinski. I'm sorry, that's Hackard. Hackard at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And we have a late penalty marker down. Hackard, long touchdown. But we have a penalty marker down, and it's back at midfield there, Evan. Penalty marker down, and let's see if this is going to...
There's a flag on the play.
Illegal hands to the face.
Oh, the penalty is on Shelby. It'll be declined. Touchdown, Orioles. A long touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackard. His 2nd long touchdown run of this ball game. What do you got him for there, Evan?
Hold on, I'll get it to you. Just 1 sec.
All righty. Chase Hackard with the touchdown. Ludington now up 32-0.
I got that touchdown run by Chase Hackard for 54 yards.
54 yards, and that will go with his 55-yard touchdown run from earlier in the game. So a 54-yard touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackard. Again, give a lot of credit to this Oriole offensive line. That's Charlie Gamble, Will Luce, Adam Keffer, Michael Nichols, and Corbin Wagonmaker. In to attempt the point after number 10, Miles Wilson. Johnny Weinert is the holder. Again, the snapper, number 1, Gage Jones. Good snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Hey, let's give a shout out too to Coach Nichols there, the line coach too. We talked about this a lot last week. That was the question mark. Hey, Coach, what are the line play going to be like? Is he going to be able to hold up? Him and his guys have more than answered the bell the first 2 weeks. Great job by Coach Nichols getting those guys ready.
Exactly. You can't say enough about the Oriole offensive line and the defensive line.
Yep, both.
And it's going to be a fun season covering these Orioles. We're actually going to stay right here and give some love to some of our more of our sponsors. PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. They construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. He's our starting lineup sponsor, Pierre Marquette Builders. Also, Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor, the Indian Summer player in the spotlight for tonight's Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show, Trey Forfinski. You'll want to stay tuned to listen to that, folks. And also a shout out to our exclusive post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And Urca Auto Center. Urca's Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. Okay, here we go. Wilson set to kick off. And it's one of those sky kicks again. And it is going to come down, and with it for Shelby, number 20, that's Lalo Garcia. Lalo Garcia.
Lalo Garcia on the kickoff return for Shelby.
Looks like he was driven out of bounds there, I believe, by Gage Jones.
Danny Ramirez.
Oh, Danny Ramirez. Sorry. We want to give
Tigers take over
credit where it's due there. Number 24, Daniel Ramirez,
line.
Jr. for the Orioles.
Daniel's made, I think, 3 tackles on special teams already. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Ludington's touchdowns, Aiden Gilchrist on a 5-yard run, Nathan Gilchrist on a 25-yard reception from quarterback Chase Hackert, a 55-yard touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackert, also a 3-yard touchdown run by tailback Trey Forfinski, and a 54-yard touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackert. 33-0. Ludington up, 6:41 to go in the opening half. Shelby with the ball. Vaughn will keep it himself. Vaughn, now he was met there making the tackle.
Vaughn on the quarterback.
Oh, coming in, a nice tackle there by Aiden Gilchrist. Well, he really laid the wood there, didn't he?
We've seen that a couple times. Orioles making hard contact. Excellent tackles tonight.
2nd down and 8, gain of 2 there for the Shelby quarterback. And that is Travis Vaughn. He is their QB. The running backs, number 12, Trajan Waller. Number 20, Lalo Garcia. And number 24, Abel Sill. The wide receivers for the Tigers, number 32, Bishop Lee, and number 44, Levi Cooley. Offensive line for the Tigers, 55, Trevor Fitzgerald. 64, Ivan Fessenden. 70, Isaac Neer. 76, Alex Calixto, and 78, Michael Overlaw.
Vaughn's pass falls
incomplete.
Intended for Trajan Waller.
Intended for Trajan Waller there.
Third down
so
for
3rd and
Shelby.
8 for the Tigers. Setting that Oriole defense once again for you. The defensive lineman, 23, Carter Nee. He's a defensive end. 28, Derek Dunsel's a nose tackle. 30, Dom Wheaton's a defensive end. And 50, Colby Nelson, a defensive tackle. The linebackers, number 5, Trey Forfinski. Number 9, Levi Lehman. The secondary, free safety, number 1, Gage Jones. The cornerbacks are number 4, Cole Johnson. Number 11, Nathan Gilchrist. The strong safeties, 14, Aiden Gilchrist. And number 24, Daniel Ramirez. Vaughn's pass is incomplete. And a nice defense right there by Trey Forfinski as he breaks up the pass attempt.
This one intended for Bishop Lee.
That pass intended for Bishop Lee.
And we talk about Trey a lot on the offensive side of the ball. He's had a great first 2 games on the defensive side of the ball, too. Making tackles, did an interception last week, going sideline to sideline. He's one of the tone setters on defense as well.
Charlie's got to be thrilled with his whole defense. But you look at his 2 linebackers, both seniors, and they both will rock your world, and they can cover a lot of ground. Levi Lehman and Trey Forfinski. Back to punt for Shelby. Number 32, and that's Bishop Lee. Back deep for the Orioles, number 1, Gage Jones. His grandma, Paulette Kluge, listening tonight. That's a nice punt right there, and it's going to take a nice Shelby bounce, and Ludington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. So nice punt by Bishop Lee right there. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. And we'll be with you folks next Friday, our first Friday game of the year, Friday Night Lights.
It'll be good to get back to Fridays. You know, Thursdays are fine. Yep. There's something special about Friday nights. That's when high school football is supposed to be played. Looking forward to it. Kids will be back in school next week in Ludington as well, so kind of feel like a normal game atmosphere.
Yep, we'll be at Fremont, Orioles and the Packers. A few more shout-outs right now. I'd like to send a shout-out to Scott Stone, also one to Marcia Kelly, Tammy Crispel, and Jennifer Taranko. All watching the Orioles tonight on the OSN. 1st and 10 for Ludington. Ball just outside their own 20-yard line. Hackert, he's going to put it up. He's got a receiver breaking. Lehman's got it at the 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown Orioles! Woo! Chase Hackert, Levi Lehman showing his speed, Evan.
Excellent route there by Levi. Coming in motion out of the backfield, right? Kind of got a running start there. Defense did not go with him. They didn't pick him up, and he just kind of found the empty place right in the middle part of the field, and he just did the rest with the legs.
Ludington up 39-0 after that long touchdown pass. We'll get the correct yardage on it from Evan here in just a moment. In to attempt the point after for the Orioles, number 10. That's Miles Wilson. The holder, Johnny Weinert, the long snapper again, Gage Jones. Orioles, quick strike offense right there. They're up 39. Good. Well, there's a snap, and there's a pass. Wilson, and it's deflected right there. And again, Ludington's special teams right there.
That still has to be driving Coach Gunsel insane.
It's got to be. You're right. Definitely driving him crazy. Ludington up 39-0. You're watching and listening to the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Back in 60.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come in and experience our casual, fine dining with little or no wait. You don't need to wait for a special occasion. We are open Monday through Saturday, featuring craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our signature Crown and Cork burger, maple bourbon salmon, and Great Lakes fish and chips. We will be excited to hear what your favorite is. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. Summer and fall, we are open Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We encourage you to confirm times via our website, Facebook, or Yelp. Be sure to add Crown and Cork on your list of great locations to visit in Ludington. We hope to serve you soon.
Welcome back to Shelby High School. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call, joined by Evan Cruzy, Ludington's varsity baseball coach, Coach Gunsel's statistician, and my color commentary man tonight. Also, Julia Habman, the OSN camerawoman, and, of course, the one and only Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. Wilson's kick, and it's going to be picked up, right?
Oh,
boy,
wow,
danger.
that was a mistake.
Wow. Well, actually, I think
it was going out of bounds.
It looked like it was going to go out of bounds. Number 44 for Shelby, and that's Levi Cooley came up. He fields the ball just before a Ludington defender got there, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Shelby. Ludington leads 39-0. Touchdowns for the Orioles. Again, Aiden Gilchrist, a 5-yard touchdown run. Nathan Gilchrist, 25-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Chase Hackert. A 55-yard run by quarterback Chase Hackert. A 3-yard run by tailback Trey Forfinski. A 54-yard run by quarterback Chase Hackert. And an 80-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Chase Hackert to Levi Lehman. Ludington up 39-0. Shelby with the ball. 5:19 to go in the second quarter. Bond, he'll keep, and he's going to be brought down there, and I believe that was our guy again. Was that Colby Nelson? Let's see here. Yeah, well, no, that was number 60 on the tackle there.
Number 23,
Miguel Mendez and Carter Nee on the tackle right there. But give credit, the whole defensive line was in there.
Everyone's making plays tonight.
Miguel Mendez, Carter Nee, give credit. You give a half a defensive point to all the defensive linemen right there. Get a shout out to all of our great sponsors down the line. Thank you, sponsors of the OSN, of the Ludington Orioles here on the OSN and WMOM. We could not do what we do without your support. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. 4:39 to go in the second quarter. Ludington up 39-0. Shelby a second down and 15. And there's Colby Nelson.
Colby.
Oh, my goodness. Colby Nelson getting in there and wrapping up number 24, Abel Sill. Wow. You talk about the penetration the Oriole defensive line is getting right now. Shout out to Tim and Deb Stevens. Also to Debbie McLaughlin, Patty Cleavorn. Shout out to Jamie Sycon and Sandra Saucer. Going right down the list here. Tommy Winchesky and Shelly Anderson. A lot of shout outs. We'll get down the list as best we can.
You're a pretty popular guy. They want to hear your voice say their name.
All these Oriole fans. Shout out to my good buddy Jake Cortland, who's a big Montague Wildcat fan, and he's a sports nut, Evan. He's kind of reminds me a little of myself with his passion for sports.
No. You're one of a kind.
Well, I don't know about that.
There's no other person like you, Scoop.
We got a timeout. Shelby Tigers, 3rd and 17. Ludington up 39-0. And did you see if that was? We're gonna actually. Oh, good. I didn't drop my papers. We're actually going to give some love to some of our sponsors right here, folks. House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. All right, we got a Ludington up 39-0, 3:51 to go in the second quarter. We'd also, Evan, you and I were talking a bit earlier about that smell of skunk, which I'm a big fan of. Not many people are.
Yeah, once again, we just talk about how unique you are, Scoop. I know you know a few other people that like that smell, but
Coach Warren Stowe
Coach
loves
Warren
it.
Stowe, if he's listening, you're a lot like Scoop, and I just hope you understand that.
And so does Jay Schillinger, also likes that. But, you know, the other day I was going into work on the Badger, and there was some roadkill skunk right there.
Oh, God.
And as soon as I saw it coming down Jabavi Drive, I opened my windows up, and I was like, woohoo! Yeah, we had a little bit of it here, too, at Shelby just a little bit ago.
Oh,
okay, on to the game. Ludington up 39-0.
Can't take you anywhere.
That's what Coach Gunsel said a couple years ago. We were doing a basketball game in the run that our teams were having. He goes, can't control you, Scoop. Here's a...
something went wrong there.
Yes, making the tackle right there for Ludington.
I'm not sure that's going to be a play.
That was Carter Knee, but, boy, the refs didn't... I don't even think the refs blew the whistle right there. Evan?
No, there was some miscommunication there by the referees, I think. They'll get it figured out here in a sec.
Knee with the sack there, but... yeah, let's see what...
Well, that's Carter for it. Carter's going to go. If you say play, Carter's going to get everything you got, and that's what he did right there.
See the Shelby band across from us. They're getting ready for halftime festivities. And, again, I can't say enough about that band up at Petoskey last week. That just blew us away.
Well, we did find out, like you said, that they are actually statewide known for their band play.
Oh, got a little bee up here right now. Yeah. Don't want those.
No, I won't let it get you.
Yeah. Thanks, Evan. We got a 3rd and 17.
I think they're calling no play there.
No play right there. So 3rd and 17. I think a bee just attacked my Oriole socks, which I've got on tonight. Can you believe that?
Well, it's probably a Shelby fan.
Probably a Shelby bee, yes. That would make sense. Okay, Vaughn back to pass. His pass is away, and it's caught. It's caught out there, and it's a first down for Shelby. Ludington defender going up right there. Must have just missed it with his fingertip.
I think it went through 3 Orioles' hands before it found the Shelby wide receiver. Kind of a tough break, but big chunk play for Shelby. Probably their biggest of the night.
Cooley on the reception there for Shelby. Nice pass there from the quarterback, Travis Vaughn, and he gets it complete to Levi Cooley. And he had to thread the needle there. We said that a few times about Chase Hacker tonight. 1st and 10 for Shelby. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Looking forward to college football starting this weekend, Evan.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
There's a pass, incomplete. That was intended from Vaughn out to Trajan Waller. I think Waller might have heard the footsteps of Cole Johnson approaching him right there.
Well, and the ball wasn't very well thrown, kind of on the opposite shoulder where you want it to. Had to turn his head there, makes it uncomfortable, kind of puts your receiver in a vulnerable position, especially like you said when a defender is approaching you quickly.
Shout out to big Oriole fans out in Carlisle, Arkansas, Rochelle and Ella Higgins. Also to Paulette Salazar. Roland Martinez, an old high school baseball teammate of mine. He's a big fan of the Orioles on the OSN. 3:22 to go, second quarter. Ludington up 39-0. 2nd and 10 for Shelby. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Here's a handoff and a gain of a couple right there. Got to get the number on the Shelby ball carrier
24.
for you. 24 on the carry, and that was Abel Sill, brought down by Colby Nelson. And Colby Nelson, again, having a big first half.
Bring up a 3rd down and 9 for
It's
Shelby.
really nice to see the defensive line make all these plays. You know, they did a nice job last week, but last week was kind of the linebacker show. You know, they're kind of saying, hey, look at us. We can make tackles. We can make plays. We can have sacks. So it's really nice to see.
Great point, Evan. Here's a pass up, and it's overthrown. Nearest person to that ball was the Orioles' Cole Johnson. And the nearest Shelby receiver there was number 15, Philip Hayes. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Shelby Tigers.
Fourth down.
I'm sorry, 4th and 9. 4th and 9. More shout-outs. Carly Mesher, Aaron Bell, former Ludington Orioles on that great 1989 team. Garrett Meeker, former Oriole quarterback. Also to the microwave, Dante Vella. All tuned in. 4th and 9 for Shelby. Ball on their own 41-yard line. Into punt, and he's been their best weapon tonight. Number 32, Bishop Lee. Back deep for the Orioles, number 1, Gage Jones. Good snap. Kick is away. Nice punt. High punt. Gage Jones fields it at his own 25. Makes a cut at the 30, 35. Boy, he looks like a whirling dervish out there. And he gets the ball out to about the 36, 37-yard line before he's brought down by Shelby's number 15, Philip Hayes. 2:38 to go in the second quarter. Let's give some more love to some of our great sponsors.
He's brought down by Philip Hayes.
Crown and Court Restaurant open Tuesday through Thursday, 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays, 4:30 to 10 p.m. Everything made with fresh and, when possible, with locally sourced ingredients. Crown and Cork is located at 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Check out the Facebook page specials. All right, 2:38 to go in the second quarter. Ludington up 39-0 over the Shelby Tigers. This is the first meeting between these two schools since 1965. Forfinski on the carry. Forfinski at the 40. He'll cut it back now, 45. He's at midfield, and he's brought down at about the Shelby 48-yard line. Nice run by Trey Forfinski, getting around the edge right there and getting daylight.
Trey's going to have a very impressive stat sheet when we get to that stats at halftime. A lot of the Orioles
so is Chase Hackert.
Everyone is.
Yeah. You know, Trey Forfinski does not shy from contact.
No, he embraces it.
None of these Orioles
And that's why he's so good at what he does.
Yeah. First and 10 for Ludington, 2:24 to go in the opening half. They lead 39-0. Ball on the Shelby 48-yard line. Hackert, long count. Now he's going to get the pass away to Gilchrist. They got a little slip screen set up, and they've got the ball down to the Shelby 40-yard line. That was set up nicely there. He breaks one more tackle. He's in the end zone. Aiden Gilchrist on the reception.
Isaiah Garcia with a nice tackle for Shelby.
Got it. The announcer helped me out there.
Isaiah Garcia, on that tackle there for Shelby. Shout out
bring up a second down and short for Ludington.
Tim Hansen, good friend of mine. Also to Bill Van Horn, Ludington graduate. He was a heck of a football player for the Orioles in the early 1970s. I hope I got that right, Bill. All right, here it goes. Hackert. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. And he is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Chase Hackert. What a run. That's the most impressive of his 3 touchdown runs there. Breaking tackles.
I think he shed probably 4 tackles on his way to the end zone there. Just not quitting, right? Just head down. I'm going to score. You're going to have to earn it. One guy is not going to take an Oriole down tonight.
That's taking those high stepping right there, Evan, and just keeping the legs pumping high right there. And what an impressive touchdown run by Chase Hackert. Wilson in to attempt the point after. Miles Wilson.
Still need to clean these special teams up.
High snap, and the kick is no good. And, yeah, I think they'll be working again this week.
Yeah, well, I would say it's going to be on the agenda
teams.
once again.
Yeah, he did get the kick off, but it was a high snap. By the time he got it off, it was a low kick. Ludington 45, Shelby nothing. And we'll be back, folks, in 60 seconds here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects with over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint. You are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Shelby High School. Ludington 45, Shelby nothing. Ludington just scored on the third touchdown run of this first half by quarterback Chase Hackert. 3 long ones, and that was the shortest of the 3, but I think the most impressive. Evan.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you have the yardage on that one?
I'll have to get to you.
We'll get it. Okay, that's fine. Here's another short sky high kick, I guess, as Coach Gunsel calls it, and fielded there, and
Johnny Weinert on the tackle.
Weinert on the stop. And
I believe it was number 20 on the.
Yeah, that was fielded by the Tigers' number 20, Lalo Garcia. And right there for the Orioles on the stop, Johnny Weinert. 45-0, Ludington up, 1:22 to go in the opening half. Some more love for some of our sponsors, and we'd like to send a shout out to Indian Summer. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Next Friday at Fremont, the Orioles and the Packers. Seems like we've been to Fremont 3 out of the last 4 years.
We can't get away from that place. I don't know what it is, but apparently we love going there.
We're going to be seeing them a lot now as, we're staying in the same conference with them. We're in the West Michigan
Reuniting
conference.
with them.
Reuniting, I should say. All right, here's a run by the Tigers, number 44, Levi Cooley. And
Levi Cooley
making the
on
tackle for the Orioles.
Shelby.
Johnny
Levi,
I had Johnny on
Johnny
that one.
Weinert and an assist to Levi Lehman. You got to love the way the Orioles floated the ball. It's not just one guy making the tackle.
You know, that's something Coach Gunsel mentioned about last week, too. You know, no one's just standing there watching the play. Everyone wants to be involved. Everyone wants to get on the tackle. And that's the kind of culture you need on defense.
Everybody flowing to the ball, gang tackling. 50 seconds to go in the opening half. The Orioles 45, the Tigers nothing. Again, the first meeting between these two schools since 1965. So it goes back a good 50. How's my math?
I don't teach math, but I teach social studies. Don't ask me.
65. That would have been, well, let's see. I'm 56 years old, so I was born in 1965.
All right, then what is it, Scoop?
I would say 56 years.
I'll quiz you right now.
Need of about 3 brings up 3rd down and 6 for Shelby.
Abel Sill on the carry right there for Shelby. 14 seconds to go in the opening half. The Orioles up again 45-0. And the quarterback, Bond will give it there to number 24. That's Abel Sill once again. And he's brought down there
Again on the carry.
by Levi Lehman. That's the last play of the first half. And your score at the half from
And
Shelby
that's
High
the end of
School,
the first half
the Ludington
with our
Orioles
score,
45,
the
the
Ludington
Shelby
Orioles
Tigers
45, the
nothing.
Shelby
Back
Tigers
in 2
nothing.
minutes here on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Shelby High School. Ludington 45, Shelby nothing. We're at the half, and we want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323 Safe Harbor. And also a shout out to Indian Summer. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Indian Summer, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor during the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. I did pretty good.
You nailed that.
Straight. We also want to make sure we are right on. You and I did a little math figuring right there during the commercial.
It took 2 brains, and we got it.
Earlier I said it was 58, then I said it was 56, because that's what I am right now. It was actually 57 years since the last time Ludington and Shelby met on the gridiron, and please, folks, don't put me up to anything when it comes to math.
It was a journey, but we made it. That's what matters. We made the final destination.
We did, Evan, and that's why you're the statistician, because you're a heck of a lot better with numbers than I am, and the first half stats.
All right, total offense, Ludington, 415 yards, Shelby only 49. That is a wide, probably the widest we've ever seen, at least in the 2 years I've done this now. Passing, Ludington, 186 yards, rushing 229. Penalties, even at 3 apiece. Ludington 21 yards, Shelby at 30. No turnover for the Orioles. We love to see that. Last week we turned the ball over a few times still, so it's good to see that cleaned up. Individual stats here. Chase Hackett, perfect. 8 for 8, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. And just for the cherry on top, 6 rushes, 139 yards. That's 23.2 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns for Chase.
He's accounted for 5 touchdowns.
And just a half.
3 running, 2 passing, and 8 for 8. You can't play a much better first half.
Perfect football game so far from Chase. Trey Forfinski, not to be outdone, 7 carries, 75 yards. That's still over 10 yards a carry and a touchdown himself. Receiving, Levi's leading the way, 2 catches, 88 yards with that one long touchdown catch for a touchdown. Nathan Gilchrist also with a touchdown through the air as well. Defensively, 11 different Orioles on the stat sheet for tackles. We'd love to see that. Leading the way, Aiden Gilchrist, Trey Forfinski, and Deanna Ramirez at 3 apiece. Derek Dunsel, Kobe Nelson, Cardney up front. Each have 2 tackles. Derek's also got the sack in there as well. So everyone contributing on the defensive front for the Orioles as well.
And a block for Kobe Nelson.
And a block. Let's not forget about that.
He almost had a second one as well. Looking at the Oriole touchdowns, Evan, you can confirm this for me as well. Ludington got on the board earlier for opening possession, a 5-yard touchdown run by Aiden Gilchrist. And the extra point was up and good by number 10, Miles Wilson. The second touchdown scored on a 25-yard pitch and catch from quarterback Chase Hackert to Nathan Gilchrist. Point after, no good on that. Again, we're having some problems on that.
Yeah, but there's still got areas to get better for sure.
Yeah, on that there. The Orioles' third touchdown, a 55-yard run by quarterback Chase Hackert. The fourth touchdown, a 3-yard run by tailback Trey Forfinski. The fifth touchdown by the Orioles, a 54-yard touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackert. The Orioles' sixth touchdown, an 80-yard pass from quarterback Chase Hackert to Levi Lehman. And I think, is that where did I? I missed one.
One more.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't shortchange Chase here.
I can't short Chase. That's right. A 40-yard touchdown run by quarterback Chase Hackert. And I thought of his 3 touchdown runs, that was the most impressive of the 3 because he broke tackles.
Yep.
He was weaving in and out, and very impressive run. All right, Ludington up 45-0 at the half, and right now we are going to step aside and we're going to listen to the interview I did the other day with our Indian Summer player in the spotlight, Oriole tailback and linebacker, Trey Forfinski. Welcome to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's halftime show, as sponsored by Safe Harbor Credit Union. That player is Trey Forfinski. Trey is a senior. He wears jersey number 5, and he plays the tailback position on offense, and he's a linebacker on defense. Now, Trey, what is the one thing that you like best about football?
The one thing I like best about football is how fast momentum can change, especially even just like last week in Petoskey. It was such a back and forth game. It's like thrilling, and then you have Petoskey that has the momentum going right into the end of the game, and then we just take it from him right at the 1-yard line. It's so exciting. That's probably my favorite part.
Great game last week. You had a huge game from your tailback position. You also had a big game on defense, too. But what a thrilling and exciting overtime victory for the Ludington Orioles. Unfortunately, in past years, those are the type of games where Ludington has played their hearts out and they've been on the other end.
Yeah, it's nice to finally get one of those really big games and just to win, just to see how it feels and get hopefully continue to roll off it and know how to win those big games like we did.
How do you feel the team will do this season with the move into the West Michigan Conference?
I really am excited for it. I think, last year's schedule was pretty tough. I think, we got a couple good draws in terms of playoff points. But really, I'm excited to just play like the Oak Ridges, the Montagues, and see what we're really made of in the Whitehalls and see what we can do against those really solid programs.
Now, you've been the Oriole quarterback the past couple seasons, and you moved to tailback this year. Tell the folks a bit about that transition, and you also still took some snaps out of what appeared to be a Wildcat formation.
Yeah, you'll probably see me just out of the Wildcat position playing quarterback, just running some of the read option stuff. But really, I mean, it came down to the fall. It was the fall, and I talked to TJ Shimnick, and he was kind of telling me it takes a lot of the pressure off. Not that I can't deal with pressure, but it just lets me go out and play football and really enjoy football a lot more. And it just lets me go play. That's what I really like about playing tailback. And we talked about it, and we worked on it a lot this off season, and it's something that I've really liked so far.
Well, it's fun watching you out there bouncing off Petoskey defenders, and with your speed. Well, I tell you what, you make that cut, you put that your cleats down into the surface right there, and you are fun to watch.
Thank you.
Now, I wanted to ask you, Trey, what are your plans for winter and spring sports at LHS?
So this winter, I'll be playing basketball, hopefully, if I can stay healthy. That's the hope.
Yeah.
And then spring, I'm thinking for sure golf, and then I'd like to maybe try and see if I can dual sport and maybe do pole vault or something in the spring for track.
Favorite teacher in class at LHS?
Oh, this is a tough one. I went with Mr. Kirby my first time getting interviewed, and then I went with Mr. Klug, who's now retired. But now I'd have to say, going down the line, Mrs. Stone.
Okay. And a favorite food that Mom makes for you and your family?
Favorite food? Wow, this is tougher than I thought it was going to be. My mom makes a good Alfredo. I don't know how to explain it. It's just an Alfredo thing with broccoli and chicken.
That's Alfredo with chicken and broccoli.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great dish. A role model or role models that you have?
My mom and dad, obviously my grandma, and some of the older alumni that have gone through Ludington have been great role models.
Anybody watching or listening to tonight's game, Trey, that you'd like to say hello to?
Just all my family out there watching, and then Shannon Gregson, and then my physical therapist. I forgot to shout her out last time, Mrs. Higley. She's always watching my games.
Okay. Well, Trey, we want to send a Bravo Zulu salute to you on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's game. All the best to you and the O's. Go get them this season.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Shelby High School. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, and Julia Havman, the Oriole Sports Network, working in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. Ludington up 45-0 at the half here at Shelby. Week 2 of the MHS AA season. Next week, Ludington will be at Fremont to take on the Packers. And, Evan, I was just looking at some other area games of interest that are happening tonight. Of course, the big one, what I think will be a very good ball game is Muskegon Catholic. Yeah, I got it right here.
Yep.
Okay. Whitehall is at Hastings. Muskegon Oak Ridge at Muskegon Catholic. That should be an absolute war.
So, Oak Ridge coming off a huge win against Sparta the week previous. Catholic coming off a win against North Muskegon, 2 quality programs of their own. So, both are looking to be 2-0. My guess is that's going to be a one-score game. I don't know what the final score is. I'm going to guess low-scoring, tough physical football teams. We're going to learn a lot about both teams.
Muskegon Catholic, a tough game with North Muskegon. They were down by 10. They came back and won that game. I expect the Rivers division of the West Michigan Conference to be between Ravenna and North Muskegon to win that division. Okay, other games of interest tonight. North Muskegon at Muskegon Orchard View. Montague is at Ravenna. Manistee at Mason County Central. Beaverton at Fremont. Hart at White Cloud. Perry at Holton. And St. Louis is at Hesperia. More shout-outs tonight to all of our great Oriole fans, either tuned in to WMOM or watching the live stream on the Oriole Sports Network. Great Oriole fans for many, many years, Lori and Jack Smith. Also a shout-out to Paul Edward, and a shout-out to Ludington boys and girls soccer coach Chris Anderson. His soccer team doing pretty good. All the fall sports teams seem to be off to a good start.
Yeah, Ludington Athletics is just in a really healthy spot right now. Coach Anderson with soccer. They picked up their first loss, unfortunately, this year against a really good Petoskey team, but just a 1-0 battle. I think they're like 7-1-1 or something like that. I have to double check that. He does a great job. It's a great group of guys they have this year. We can go on and on, but Ludington Athletics just in a healthy spot in general.
Our Ludington girls varsity and JV volleyball teams off to good starts.
I think I saw Emma McKinley getting top place down in Whitehall. Top golfer out of 11 teams there. She shot a 78, I believe.
She was a medalist.
Yes, so great job by Emma McKinley.
Emma McKinley. I like her competitiveness. She plays with a lot of passion and heart. She's a fun player. Just like I said last week at Petoskey, she is the female version of how I compare Gage Jones and his competitiveness. Okay, more shout-outs. Tabitha Johnston, who the mom of one of our former baseball players, Jacob Johnston.
Yes, Jacob.
Also to 1974, I believe. Could have been 75, but I think it was 74. All-state running back Greg Krupa.
I have some scores, too.
Yes, we got some scores here. So after that, shout-out to Greg Krupa, who's one of my first local sports role models, along with Blake Fry and Steve Hull. Here's Evan Cruzy with some scores.
Yes, and I got to give the credit when credit's due. I can't take it. This is from Coach Rob Killips, the tennis coach, so he's helping us out at home here.
Thanks, Rob.
Halftime scores, Mona Shores over Rockford, 20-7 right now. That's a statement by Mona Shores. Montague and Ravenna, 7 apiece, tie game. Oak Ridge and Catholic, 14-7 in favor of Oak Ridge at half. Whitehall, 28, Hastings, 24. So we have a battle there as well. North Muskegon, 22, Orchard View, 0. And Fruitport 34, Grand Rapids Christian 14 as well.
Got some great battles going on
good
around
football
West
week
Michigan.
Too. Once again, thank you to Rob Kills, the boys varsity tennis coach.
You know, the Manitowoc football team, the Manitowoc Ships, they were on the Badger this past Saturday. Went back home to Manitowoc, and I was working that day on the Badger. Got to chat with their head coach, Greg Enns. And a real nice guy, and they had played Mona Shores the night before, and I had a good chat with him. I said, Coach, I give you a lot of credit for coming over to Michigan on the Badger, taking on the Mona Shore Sailors. They are a beast.
Apparently, Mona is the real deal. You know, when you play a Wisconsin team, you kind of never know because you don't know much about them. But I'll tell you what, Rockford is one of the best football programs in the state of Michigan at any level. And to be at their place up 20-7 right now, Mona Shores must be the real deal this year.
Yeah.
And and in all sports, they're in a great spot. I mean, it seems like every sport they do, they're in the state finals in something. So
exactly.
Really no surprise.
And speaking of Coach Rob Killips, him and his boys tennis team off to a nice start as well this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They're in a really good spot. I know they're really excited about hosting the regional this year, get to stay home in Ludington, which is always a huge advantage in any postseason play. So they're still working towards that. You know, they have 3 returning guys, and Robbie Killips, Rob's son, Charles Kolb, and Jack Stidham kind of lead the way for them at 1, 2, and 3 singles apiece. They're all doing a great job.
Coach Erica Reed and her girls golf team, and of course Coach Kelly Hatch and her girls swimming team. And I think we've mentioned,
we got cross country.
Yeah,
I think cross country. And now we mentioned volleyball, so I think that's all of them. It's hard to keep track. We have so many sports like that, which is why it's such a great school. The fact that we offer all these varsity sports, it's a special place to coach and play if you're a player, and having all these options for kids is awesome.
And Oriole sports fans, make sure you check out the OSN. Later tonight, we'll have all the stats up there, area scores of interest, the individual stats, team stats, scoring summary, scoring by quarters. And we are also, I've been putting up the team photos out of the Ludington Daily News Fall Sports Preview. And today, I believe I put up the soccer team's photo. And boys tennis went up recently. Football went up. And also the girls golf team. And we'll be getting up the girls swim team. All of them will eventually be up there. We're trying to space them out.
You're a busy man.
Trying to space them out now. The updates are coming in fast and furious, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, a few more shout-outs. Former Ludington Athletic Director, now the Ferris State Bulldog Athletic Director, Steve Brocklebank, and his lovely wife, Heidi. We'd like to send a shout-out to Steve and Heidi Brocklebank. Also to Carol and Terry Lehman, Levi Lehman's folks, and Christian Ely. You got some more news, Evan?
Yeah, we just got another score update there from Mark. Manistee is up on Mason County Central 7-6. So we have a battle over back home. So we will definitely keep our eyes on that.
That's.
To be honest, I thought Manistee would be up by a little more.
I did too.
Good response by Scavo. They're kind of answering the bell.
That's our county rival taking on our arch rival right there, Manistee and Mason County Central. Ludington up 45-0 here at the half, and we're going to send it back right now with hear a commercial from one of our great sponsors. When we return, we'll have the start of the second half here on 102.7 WMOM and the OSN.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back, Ludington Oriole fans, and Ludington up 45-0 at the half here at Shelby. We want to give some love to Benedict's Auto Center, another of our fabulous sponsors of the Orioles here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're an offender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict. That is Mason County Sports Hall of Famer Mike Benedict. Give him a call, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. And also a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. And to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. And McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans, auto owners insurance group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Well, Evan, we're going to have the running clock in effect here to begin and throughout the second half, because Ludington up 45-0.
And I believe the rule is the old, if I remember right from former coach Dan Leduc, it's the tips rule, which is timeouts, injuries, penalties, scores is the only thing that's going to stop the clock.
You're right. In fact, I used to do that when I was public address announcing at Hawley Gym for Ludington basketball. Rick Catt taught me that fit becomes it, or it becomes fit, injuries and timeouts, and then 2 minutes in, it's fouls or free throws, injuries, and timeouts. Here's the kickoff to begin the second half. The Orioles kickoff, and the kick was from Ludington's Miles Wilson, fielded by number 2, Isaiah Garcia for Shelby. 45-0, running clock in effect here in the second half. The Orioles
Just to note
up.
that all JV West Michigan Conference football games start at 6 p.m. this year. So
on defense, and Evan's going to be doing his best to let me know when he sees new numbers as well. We'll be watching for him. Looks like Ludington is going to start with their starters for the most part, though, Evan.
Yep, for the most part. I see Deanna Ramirez checked in. He's kind of, he's in a lot of plays.
He actually started tonight on defense.
Okay, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the full starting defense is in then, at least to start.
Yeah, he was a starting strong safety. Oriole starters out there from what we see right now. Colby Nelson.
I got number 18. Is that
18 is in there, and that's Adrian Salazar.
Yeah, playing linebacker. Looks like he checked in for Trey Forfinski at linebacker.
We'll report these new numbers as we see them, folks. Running clock in effect, and right off the bat, looked like Colby Nelson shooting through there, and there's going to be a loss on the play. Boy, Colby Nelson has played one heck of a ball game tonight, number 50.
Yes, he has. And that could be such a weapon moving forward. If that defensive line can give consistent play like this, I mean, this defense could just be incredible, frankly.
Exactly. You got number 11 out there. That's Nathan Gilchrist. You also have one Gage Jones, 14, and that's Aiden Gilchrist. 9 is out there, Levi Lehman. You got 24 out there for the Orioles, and that's Daniel Ramirez. And then we'll get the defensive line. You got 30, and that's Dom Wheaton. 50 is out there, Colby Nelson. The Shelby quarterback pass incomplete, deflected, and it falls harmlessly to the ground.
Incomplete.
Vaughn's pass incomplete.
Intended for Bishop Lee.
And Oriole, good coverage out there by the Orioles.
Yeah, I look like Levi Lehman was right up there, blocking the passing windows. I think there's a few Orioles in there, not giving a clear lane for the quarterback to throw there.
Looks like everybody's out there from the starters except for Adrian Salazar, who's out there playing for Trey Forfinski. Now, all the other Oriole starters on defense appear to be on the field.
And Adrian got some good playing time last year, too, so he's not a rookie. He knows what he's doing out there. He's a good athlete.
Oh.
It looks like Dom just jumped offside.
Dom Wheaton just jumped offside.
field.
I'm sure his grandma, Georgia Ray, will give him a good tongue lashing.
Well, you can tell, right? He knew what he did. He was just trying to get a good jump. It happens. Not the end of the world.
Good aggressiveness
Yep,
right there.
he was just trying to make a play.
Running clock in effect, down to 9:35 right now to go in this game. 3rd and 5 for Shelby. The Orioles up 45-0. Shout-outs, Mary Jo Pong, also to Michelle Soper. Ted Weinert, Johnny Weinert's grandpa, tuned in tonight. Also, shout-out to Deb Plow, whose husband Randy Plow was a pretty darn good football player, 1974-75 time frame for the Orioles. All right, 9:10 to go. 3rd and 5 for Shelby. Vaughn, the quarterback, he get it out there. It's complete. And, breaking a tackle and getting a first down for Shelby. And breaking a couple of tackles are Trajan Waller.
Complete to Trajan Waller.
Trajan Waller. Levi Lehman on the stop, but you don't see a tackle, an offensive player breaking one of the Gilchrist tackles usually.
Yeah, that was a great effort by Shelby. Shelby right there. Give him credit, right? He fought for the extra yards, knew he needed a few more to get the first down. Good self-awareness on the field there. Tip your hat to the Shelby player for making a play.
1st and 10 for Shelby. Ball on the Oriole 48-yard line. Nice pickup there by Trajan Waller. Shelby in their purple jersey tops, black pants. They have black helmets with a like a metallic purplish S on their helmet. They used to have the tiger paw. There's a pass, complete, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Shelby. Bond hits Trajan Waller in stride right there. Nice pass from the Shelby quarterback, Travis Bond. And he hits in stride Trajan Waller right there, and a 45. You got 45 yards on it?
I'll get it here just in a second, right after the extra point try.
All right, 45. We're going to say 45-yard touchdown pass from Vaughn to Trajan Waller, and Shelby on the scoreboard. Ludington 45, Shelby 6, 7:46 to go in the game. In to attempt the point after for Shelby, number 15, and that's Philip Hayes. The holder, number 5, Ben Cedarquist. Here's the snap. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And your score was 7:27 to go in the third quarter. The Ludington Orioles 45, the Shelby Tigers 7. We're going to step aside right now. You are watching and listening to the OSN and WMOM 102.7 FM.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
All right, we're back, folks, and the kickoff from Isaiah Garcia goes to the Orioles, number 14, Aiden Gilchrist, and a nice return there by Gilchrist. He gets the ball all the way out to the Oriole 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ludington. Ludington up 45-7. Next week, next Friday to be more exact, folks, we'll be at Fremont, the Orioles and the Fremont Packers, 6:45 with the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show, 7 o'clock with the kickoff. More shout-outs, Larry Ames, a Ludington Oriole, also to Jared Collins, former Ludington Oriole basketball, football player, and baseball player, tuned in tonight. Ludington 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48. Here's a handoff. Joe Benz on the carry. Benz will get the ball back to the line. Well, going to give him a very hard-earned yard right there.
Earned yard. That sums up Joe Benz, though. He's going to keep fighting. He's got one gear. That's head down and go. So hard-fought yard.
Lalo Garcia with the stop for the Shelby Tigers. 2nd down and 9 for the Orioles. Shout out to John Cheney, also to Jonathan Snow and Chris Marks, all tuned into the OSN tonight. all Oriole fans, is Ludington in week 2 with a 45-7 lead over the Shelby Tigers. Next week will be their first official West Michigan Conference Lakes Division ball game.
And we're excited. We've been waiting for it. Next week is when the season gets real.
Yes.
Because the next 6 weeks after that is when it matters.
Although they're playing a fellow West Michigan Conference opponent tonight, Shelby is in the Rivers Division. Orioles are in the Lakes Division. Hackert will give the ball now to Benz. Benz at the 50, Benz at the 45, and a nice hard run there by Joe Benz.
Joe Benz again on
I like the way he runs.
Yep, Joe Benz is going to do a lot of great things for you. So this is great reps for Joe. And these, kind of these second-tier guys that are still extremely talented, but are kind of blocked with how many athletes are, these juniors and seniors we have. So it's good to see guys like Joe get some touches.
Matthew Fessenden and also Isaiah Garcia on the stop for Shelby. 3:52 to go in this third quarter. The running clock is in effect, folks. Ludington up 45-7. More shout-outs. Jason Hathaway, a big Oriole fan. Barb and Poor Man Wilson. That's Coach Charlie Gunsel's in-laws. Big fans of the Orioles. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 1 for Ludington. Hackert out of the shotgun. Hackert, a long count. He's going to give the ball to Benz. Benz has the first down. Joe Benz will get the first and a couple extra, and he's down near the Shelby 40-yard line.
On the carry, dragged down by Bishop Lee, but that's good enough for an Oriole first down.
Go ahead, Evan.
I was going to say, don't expect to see the Orioles kind of have a lot of urgency here, right? They're going to take their time, right? They're going to be methodical, run their plays, drain the clock. No need to be in a rush here on offense.
Clock is down to 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Orioles up 45-7. A huge first half for Ludington. I think they scored on every possession.
I believe so. We'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we scored on every single possession.
Ludington with a 1st and 10 now. Ball at the Shelby 40-yard line. And they'll do a pitch here. Benz, he's got some room to the out. Now he's going to cut it back to the inside. Joe Benz still on his feet. He's at the 35. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20. He's down to about the 16-yard line of Shelby. Nice run, Joe Benz there. He was going to cut it outside. Then he cut it back inside before cutting outside once again.
That's a mouthful. Great job by Joe there, putting his foot in the ground. We talked about his athleticism.
Late penalty marker down. Very late penalty marker down. Boy, that just came down just a couple seconds ago, Evan.
Yeah, it did. Maybe a little extracurricular there after the play.
The clock is stopped at 2:25. Ludington up 45-7. A very nice gain there by Oriole tailback Joe Benz. More shout-outs. Jennifer Lee, big Oriole fan. Jason Thorson and Joanne Keffer.
A lot of conversation over on that sideline about this penalty.
Yes, there is. That's talking, I'm trying to think, the player right now for the Orioles. That's Derek Dunsel, who's in on offense for the Orioles now, Evan.
I see.
And
I believe Johnny Weinert's also checked in. Looks like number 6.
And Derek Dunsel was just talking to head coach Charlie Gunsel. I don't know if he was getting a little bit of a scolding there. We're going to see here. We have a penalty on the Orioles. Well, actually, it's both. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe, on both teams right there. So I'm going to see, I think that was
offsetting penalties. It was unsportsmanlike conduct against Ludington.
So that was
and unsportsmanlike
after the play. Evan, let's see what the official does here. I don't believe
penalties will be offsetting.
Yeah, offsetting. The ball will stay right. It is a nice gain there by Joe Benz down, and it's going to be marked down at the just inside the Shelby 15-yard line, near the 14. The clock has should have started back up. There it goes. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 45-7. And let's see here. I know we got a few more sponsors we want to send some love to that are sponsoring the Orioles. PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. They construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment. 231-398-7463. All right, Ludington now on the carry, and that is number 24, touchdown Orioles.
Daniel Ramirez getting a carry.
Daniel Ramirez, and I believe that's his first carry of the season, Evan.
I believe it is too, yes.
Daniel Ramirez in for a touchdown, a 14-yard scamper, 14-yard touchdown run. Let's not call that a scamper. A 14-yard touchdown run by Daniel Ramirez for an Orioles score, and that'll give Ludington a 51-7 lead with 1:32 to go in this third quarter.
I know we've said this a few times already, but this extra point matters, right? We want this would be a good rep. We want to still fix this going into the first, we'll call it the real conference game against Fremont next week.
Yes, Miles Wilson in to attempt the point after. Again, Weinert is the holder. I believe that's number 6, still holding for Ludington. Here's the snap. Let's see how the Orioles. Yeah, it is a good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is, there we go.
That's
Everything was right on right there. The snap from Gage Jones, the hold by Johnny Weinert, and the kick by Miles Wilson. Ludington 52, Shelby 7. And we're going to step aside because I believe that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. We'll step aside right now. You are listening and watching the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome to Crown & Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come in and experience our casual, fine dining with little or no wait. You don't need to wait for a special occasion. We are open Monday through Saturday, featuring craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our signature Crown & Cork burger, maple bourbon salmon, and Great Lakes fish and chips. We will be excited to hear what your favorite is. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. Summer and fall, we are open Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We encourage you to confirm times via our website, Facebook, or Yelp. Be sure to add Crown & Cork on your list of great locations to visit in Ludington. We hope to serve you soon.
Welcome back to Shelby. The kick there by Wilson. It went off the return man's face mask right there, Evan, and it went out of bounds. So a break there for the Shelby Tigers. Ludington up 52-7, and there is the clock is at 3-0 now. That's the end of the third quarter. Ludington up 52-7. So a score by each team in that third quarter right there with a running clock in effect.
Very quick third quarter there.
And big thanks to Ludington film man Mark Pettinato came over. We have a score midway through the third quarter. The Manistee Chippewas 13. The Mason County Central Spartans nothing.
6.
Oh, sorry, 6. 13. I'm sorry about that. 13-6. So we got a heck of a ball game going between the Chippewas and the Spartans.
You know what they say, Scoop. Rivalry games are always going to be close. You know, even though I think on paper we were assuming Manistee might kind of walk through that one. Obviously, Scottville showed up to play, and credit to them, you know, and they're going to give everything they got. And it's a home game, too, so you know their fans are probably out there rooting on them on as well.
Will Shy is one heck of an athlete.
Yes,
He's back for his senior year, you know.
Yeah, Will Shy is one of the best athletes in the Muskegon area.
Yes, he is. And, you know, he came out last week after being gone from football for a year. Is that right?
He took the year off, so I guess 2 years since his last game almost.
Yeah, and they lost to Frankfurt last week. Frankfurt's no slouch. They take their football very seriously in Frankfurt. And they're a smaller school, but they've won a couple of state championships, Frankfurt has.
Yeah, you know, it was a close game going in the half. I think it was a 1-point game, and I think kind of the wheels fell off the wagon for Mason County Central. But obviously they probably fixed a few things this past week, you know, kind of going into week 2 and clean some things up. They'll be playing better football. And if you've got a kid like Will Shy, you're going to be in a game.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's football, basketball, or when he haunts us in baseball.
Yeah. You're right on that, Evan. Last 2 shout-outs, then we'll be updated here. Jeff Sobraski, former Ludington football player, and Carmelita Tiffany tuned in tonight.
Did you get through your list there?
Can you believe it? I got through.
That is a book you just got through.
I got through that about a page and a half, almost 2 pages there. Shouts. That's all tuned in to the Oriole Sports Network or listening to listening to 102.7 WMOM. So here we go, fourth quarter. Ludington up 52-7. Shelby with the football. Bond, and he'll give it straight ahead. Ludington defense still doing a great job right there. And it looks like we do have some new numbers in now. We will try our best to get those to you. That was... I
think Colby was on that
Yeah,
tackle.
Colby Nelson there. Also, again, Adrian Salazar out there playing linebacker right now. And number 8 out there, Jaden Schultz is out there on defense now for the Orioles. He wears number 8. He's at a linebacker position. The defensive line, you still got Colby Nelson out there. You also have number 30, and that is Dom Wheaton. And 58 is in there now, too. That's Carmen Fetters.
Oh, Johnny Weinert with the interception.
Johnny Weinert with the pick, number 6. So Weinert gets the interception.
intercepted.
And that was Cameron Fetters, I should say, in the ball game for the Orioles, who was number 58. Johnny Weinert on the pick.
For Ludington.
10:57 to go in the game. Orioles up 52-7. Again, that running clock has been in effect the entire second half.
The Orioles will take over first and 10 on the 45.
Bond's pass sailed on him there, Evan.
Yeah, I did. You know, we've seen that a lot tonight. Kind of overshooting his wide receivers. Good job by Johnny. They're getting his head turned around, making a play on the ball. Johnny, small in stature, fantastic athlete, though.
Big heart.
Big heart. We see in the springtime, he's got great hands, and it's shown there in that interception.
Yeah, pretty darn good little second baseman for the Ludington Orioles.
I'm going to say the best second baseman in the Muskegon area. All conference coming back for his senior year.
He's like a vacuum cleaner out there at second base.
Shelby.
Timeout Shelby, 10:25 to go. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. And I believe we got a few scores here, thanks to Rob Killips.
Yeah, Rob's helping us out tonight. Couple scores. Fruitport 34, Grand Rapids Christian 14 in the third quarter. I'm gonna wait till this announcement's over.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Mona Shores leading Rockford 27-7 in the third quarter. So huge battle there, and Mona Shores is looking for a statement victory.
Not surprising that Mona Shores is winning that game, but by the margin that they're winning right now. Yeah.
I'm still gonna say it's a surprise. I mean, Rockford coming out of the OK Red. I mean, that's one of the that might be the biggest school district in the state of Michigan now. I think they have 2,500 kids in their high school, which is more than Ludington has in its entire district. So there's a lot of athletes there, and from Mona Shores on the road to go get it done. Still got to finish it, but that's a statement victory if they can pull it off.
A thank you to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Okay, here we have a 1st and 10 for the Ludington Orioles, and here's a handoff for Ramirez. No, keeping the ball.
That's Cam Gunsel.
That's Cam Gunsel, his first varsity carry, and there's a penalty marker down, and I think that's going to be negated. But great first run as a varsity football player there by Cam Gunsel, who had a big game last night as Ludington won the JV game at Oriole Field 56-34. And Evan, if we get a chance, we're going to talk a little bit about that JV game. You were there last night, but Cam Gunsel right there, his first varsity carry, penalty marker down.
Well, we got a second here, Oriole fans listening. Cam Gunsel is a one special athlete, only a freshman, so he's got work to do, but just a phenomenal athlete. We're really excited for him to get some reps here.
Yeah, and it's going to be a penalty on the Orioles. That ball will be brought back. Well, he's going to get credit for
spot foul
right there, so it's going to bring up first down, and it's going to be like first and 7. So he'll get credit for 3 yards on that run right there. Nice run by Cam Gunsel. And if you're wondering, yes, that is Coach Charlie Gunsel's second son, his second oldest. Well, he's got 2 boys.
Yep, Wilson just graduated, freshman at Fairs, and Cam is now in high school. He'll be a freshman.
1st and 7 for the Orioles, 10:04 to go in the game. Gunsel will hand the ball off, and that is, I believe, is that Ramirez?
That was Ramirez, yes.
Ramirez on the carry.
Oh, another late flag.
Yeah, that's a very late penalty right there. We may have a personal foul called on Shelby here.
Yep.
Flag on the play.
Getting a little chippy
like
there.
One of the players got a little over rambunctious right there, and let's see who was also in there. Johnny Weinert's in the ball game right now. That was Ramirez on the carry, though,
yes,
right?
It was.
Daniel Ramirez. Weinert in the game. He'll check out. He's limping off right there. Johnny's a tough kid. I'm sure he'll shake that off. And Miss Jen, I'm sure, will take a look at him. Miss Jen Mraz, our LHS athletic trainer.
From Shelby's body language, it looks like it might be on. Are they picking it up?
Well, let's see here.
We're talking.
The official's coming over, and all that's doing is taking time off the clock right now. Is it
yes,
running
clock is still running.
Is in effect. The ref being very emphatic right there as he was showing what the Shelby defender was doing.
Yep. I don't think their coach is not buying it, but I don't think the ref really cares.
Kind of reminds me of the way one of my favorite basketball officials does it, and that's Bart Estola. I love the way he officiates. They're going to wait. They're going to
picking it up.
Pick it up. They're picking up the penalty flag. Okay, 8:52 to go in the game. Ludington up 52-7. The Orioles led 45-0 at the half. We'll be talking to Oriole head coach Charlie Gunsel during the Smith & Eddy post-game show here on 102.7 WMOM as well as the Oriole Sports Network. All right, here's a handoff, and on the carry for the Orioles, that is number
10. That's Joe, 20.
Joe, yes, Joe Benz on the carry right there.
Joe Benz on the carry.
Joe Benz on the carry. Nice
Ludington.
pickup for the Orioles, first down. And again, let's give some credit. Let's see.
And that's good
I'm
enough
sure
for
there's some
Orioles,
new
first
numbers
down.
on the offensive line there too, Evan.
Yeah, I see a
57. Walt Autry is in the game.
Another freshman
good
coming
catch.
up.
Walt Autry, 57.
Another super talented kid coming in.
Also, 56, Colin Shelton. He's a freshman. So
Shelby.
you got some Orioles making their first varsity.
Yep.
They're seeing their first varsity action right now. But we'll try to pick out some more players. These numbers, I will say this about the uniforms. They're pretty easy to see out there on those white jerseys. Okay, more scores.
So we have North Muskegon over Orchard View right now, 22-0. Ravenna and Montague tied at 7 still with 8:10 left in the third quarter. That was a couple minutes ago, so third quarter tied 7. Manistee is now up 20-6 on Mason County Central. Ravenna is up 14-7 on Montague. Whitehall 41-24 going into the fourth.
We knew Ravenna and Montague was going to be one heck of a ball game.
Oak Ridge is up on Catholic 14-7 going into the fourth as well.
Oak Ridge defeating Muskegon Catholic 14-7 right now.
They're winning.
They're winning in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Okay, but that Ravenna Montague game.
That's an old school West Michigan rivalry right there. Both teams do not like each other. I'm sure that's a very physical football game.
You know, you look at this Shelby team. They're one of the founding members of the West Michigan Conference.
1932, I believe.
1932, 90 years in the West Michigan Conference.
Oh.
Yep. That's what you love about this conference, the stability, the tradition.
So much history and tradition.
So much history. Yes, one of the better smaller school conferences in the state of Michigan when it comes to football. Okay, there's Gunsel. He's bobbled the ball. Now he gets it back. He's at the 20. Cam Gunsel now at the 15. A nice pickup by the Oriole quarterback. The freshman quarterback seeing his first varsity action tonight. And you know, Papa, Coach Gunsel's got to be awfully proud.
It's probably a mixture of proud, nervous, excited, and it's an awesome moment. But Cam's also in the spot. It's not just because of his name. He is one of the best athletes in the school. Going to be a 3-sport athlete as well. So we're excited for him to be around.
Trey Forfinski and Chase Hackard both graduating.
Yep.
Gage Jones does have some experience at quarterback, but you got to look to next.
Yeah,
obviously we're going to enjoy this year.
But Cam's definitely in the mix for next year, right? Like you said, two of your guys are graduating. It's good when you're in this kind of game up 50-7. Hey, let's get a look at this young guy just so he can get his feet underneath him. So going into next year, he's not going in completely blind.
Gunsel on the carry, he breaks the tackle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 12, maybe the 11-yard line. Good observations there, Evan, on Cameron Gunsel. 7:02 to go in the game. Ludington up 52-7. The Orioles again were up 45-0 at the half. They'll be at Fremont next Friday.
Fremont looking to be 2-0 going to the first conference game as well. So could be a very good matchup here. Both teams still playing for a lot early in the year.
Yeah, you're right on that. Fremont was playing tonight.
Beaverton. Host.
Yeah. Okay, Benz on the carry. Benz down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. 6:30 to go in the game. Ludington up 52-7.
Benz on the carry for the Orioles.
Let's see, Evan number 55's out there for the Orioles.
That'll bring up a first
That's
down
Michael
and goal
Nichols,
to
who's still
go
in the game,
for
one of the
Ludington.
starters. You also have 53. That's a starter, Will Luce.
It's good, when you have, a young quarterback going in there, still keep your center in there, Michael Nichols, right? Kind of keep things flowing well. It's hard to replace both at the same time.
First down and goal to go for the Ludington Orioles. Ball at the Shelby 3-yard line. The quarterback is Cam Gunsel. Joe Benz is in the backfield with him. And it looks like Derek Dunsel is a blocking running back right now for the Orioles. Gunsel, he'll give it, and boy, he's going to lose a yard right there. Joe Benz loses a yard. Shelby really sniffed that one out.
They saw that one coming for sure.
Yeah. Second down and goal to go. Loss of 1 on the play. Ball is at the Shelby 4-yard line. 5:30 to go in the game. Impressive offensive showing by the Ludington Orioles tonight against the Shelby Tigers.
Doing all aspects too. There's been deep passes, there's been the short passes, screens, run up the middle. We've done got on the outside a lot. So kind of the whole playbook working for Coach Gunsel and Coach Gillett.
Benz, he's going to be in. Penalty marker down, though. And I think they're going to get the Orioles for a hold right here. Joe Benz goes into the end zone for a touchdown, but I think it's going to be a penalty, and it's going to be a penalty on the Ludington Orioles. Benz went around his left tackle right there.
Got a little help there, it looked like.
Yeah, he did.
Holding against Ludington.
Holding against the Orioles. 4:52 to go in the game. By the way, Evan, have you had the chance to look at HBO's Hard Knocks on the Detroit Lions?
I have not, no.
I
know I'm missing out, but I have not seen it yet.
I finally started watching it the other night. I'm on episode 3 now. Muskegon's Khalil Pimpleton is featured in some of those episodes right there. And he was just waived by the Lions. But, hey, that's pretty awesome. Central Michigan graduate had a free agent tryout with the Lions. That's saying a lot right there.
I actually read an article that he's actually meeting with other teams.
He was signed. The Giants signed him,
Oh, they signed him.
The New York Giants signed him. Here we go. 2nd and 17. Gunsel on the carry. Gunsel still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at the 11-yard line of the Shelby Tigers.
On the quarterback.
That's right. I just saw that today that the New York Giants have signed Khalil Pimpleton.
He's just a great athlete.
Yes.
I mean, he'll find a home.
I'm surprised the Lions didn't use him more on like punt returns or kick returns. The Orioles facing a 3rd and 11. No, I should say 3rd down and goal to go.
It's still goal.
Yes. Ball on the Shelby 11-yard line, and they're going to attempt a field goal here. Much needed work right here. 3rd, although it's only 3rd and 11.
Yep, good opportunity to work on it.
They need some work here on their special teams, and it's not so much their kicker. They got a really good kicker in Miles Wilson. Johnny Weinert will be the holder. 3:29 to go. Wilson will attempt. The ball will be put down at about the 17. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's going to split the uprights. He had a lot extra on that, too.
Made that one by a mile.
Yep.
We're not concerned about Miles' line. We're concerned about getting the ball to Miles' foot.
Orioles 55.
We'll get the official yardage on that in just a moment, folks. But Miles Wilson drills the field goal right there. Ludington up 55-7.
28 yards.
28-yard field goal there by Miles Wilson. A good snap, a good hold, and a very good kick.
That's got to make Coach Gunsel's blood pressure come down just a little bit.
Exactly. We want to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. Later tonight, folks, I'll be putting up Evan Cruzy's stats, the team stats, individual stats, scoring by quarter, scoring summary, and area scores of interest, all going up on the Oriole Sports Network later this evening. And of course, we don't have that 3-hour drive.
Yes.
Like we had last Thursday
We had a
night.
lot of fun last week, but I will say the shorter drive, I'm going to take it this week. I don't think I'd want to go to Petoskey every week.
Yeah. And, that was just 3rd down, Evan, but that's, I think, a classy move, which is what you totally expect from Coach Charlie Gunsel.
Absolutely. We're not trying to show anyone up here. We're just trying to give kids reps, work on things, get ready for next week.
Working on some things you need some work on, too.
Absolutely, because it's still early in the year.
Yeah. So a 28-yard field goal there by Miles Wilson. Ludington up 55-7. 2 minutes to go. And trying to get a running lane here is Shelby's number 20, Lolo Garcia, and he's driven out of bounds there, making the stop.
Luke Hackert on the tackle.
Yeah, Luke Hackert. He is, again, I'm starting to say, I said it earlier in the game, he is our special teams ace. He's already, in week 1 against Petoskey, he looked very good on special teams. Luke Hackert.
And he's a kid, too. He's a junior, first year on varsity. Say this, sound like broken record, great athlete. I think as the year goes on, he's going to find a way to get reps because he's going to work his way in there.
Does he chase his younger brother or does he chase his cousin? He's chased his younger brother, okay. And it's hard sometimes keeping up. The Hackert family is a pretty big family.
If you can keep that family straight, you win because there's a lot of them. All good athletes, too.
Yeah, 1:15 to go in the game. In at quarterback for Shelby now, playing quarterback, I should say, number 20, and that is Lalo Garcia, and he hands the ball off to number 44, and that was Levi Cooley for a nice gain for the Shelby Tigers. 1:06 to go in the game. Timeout on the field. Again, next Friday, the Orioles at Fremont. It'll be week 3 of their 4-week
timeout
on the road for 4 weeks. Manistee is leading Mason County Central 20-6 in the 4th quarter. Thank you there, Mark Pettinato, the Oriole film man, giving us that score.
Got another one from Coach Gilbs there. Montague fumbled inside the 10, losing an opportunity to score, so it's still 14-7 in favor of Ravenna.
Ravenna, is that 4th quarter?
Yes.
Ravenna 14, Montague 7. You looked at that one and you said, wow, that's going to be a great game. And you also looked at the Muskegon Catholic, Muskegon Oak Ridge game, and you just said this should be a really good football game in week 2.
Week 2,
yes.
We love early good matchups.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, a lot of good football going on in West Michigan right now.
Ludington up 55-7, 1:06 to go in this game. The running clock has been in effect the entire second half. I want to thank our teammates here, Braden Kronline, as well as Julia Habman. Julia is our OSN camera woman, and of course, Braden, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. Shelby second down and 3, ball on the Oriole 43-yard line. And now we're going to have offsides on the Orioles.
Flag on the field.
I'm looking out there in number 57, Walt Autry.
Offsides against Ludington.
On the defensive line for the Orioles right now, just a freshman. First thing I
up
thought
a
of, Evan, when I saw that 57 was the beast, Nikolai Kerr, who wore that number for the Orioles.
Well, if anyone's going to uphold that number, Walt's got a shot. That size as a freshman obviously grabs your attention. Great kid, very intelligent kid. I think he's going to be great on the offensive line and the defensive line.
Walt Autry.
A lot of potential.
It sounds like a defensive lineman's
Yes,
name.
it does. He was born to play football.
That pass incomplete there, intended for Hayes from the Shelby quarterback, number 20, Lalo, I'm sorry. So badly. Lalo Garcia.
You got about 40 seconds to
I had it right. I was doing all right for quite a while after I butchered it early on in the game. All right, 37 seconds to go in this game. The pass is complete. And nice tackle out there. Boy, that was a form tackle, and that was made by one of the Gilchrist twins. That was Nathan Gilchrist, and that was a picture-perfect tackle. Cooley on the reception for Shelby. The clock shows 19 seconds remaining in the game.
About 4 brings up 3rd down and 6.
Orioles up 55-7, 13 seconds to go in the game, and now we're going to have I believe, a procedure call on the Shelby Tigers. Tigers coached by Phil Fortier. He was a coordinator on those great Shelby teams that went to back-to-back state semifinals. Coach Gunsel speaks highly of him. He says,
start against Shelby.
They'll get it right here in Shelby. There's the clock now down to 4 seconds remaining.
They got the line up quick once they wind this if they want to get in the playoff.
Shelby players already starting across the field right there, and now they get back off. And now the clock is wound, and they're ready to go. And 3, 2, they're not going to get the playoff. That's it. In your final score here, week 2.
And that's the ball game.
The Ludington Orioles 55, the Shelby Tigers 7. 55-7. The Orioles now 2-0 on the season. And next week they will open up West Michigan Conference play in the Lakes Division. The Lakes Division. This was a West Michigan Conference game, but not count for the division as Shelby is in the Rivers Division, Ludington in the Lakes Division. The Orioles win 55. I'm sorry, 55. They got the score down so fast here that make your head spin.
No, they didn't want to look at it.
I know. The Orioles win 55-7. I even wrote it down here. We're going to step aside right now. Back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your...
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Shelby High School. Scoop Hansen, Evan Cruzy, Braden Kronline, Julia Habman, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration 102.7 WMOM. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Ludington 55, Shelby 7. Evan Cruzy with the stats.
Yeah, so we will start with the team stats here. Ludington, total offense 521 yards compared to Shelby's 116. For the Orioles, 186 of those coming through the air, 335 coming on the ground for the Orioles, so the ground attack leading the way. Going down to individual stats, Chase Hacker didn't throw a ball in the second half, but 8 for 8, 186, 2 touchdowns all in the first half. 6 carries, 139 for 3 touchdowns. Chase is perfect tonight, frankly. I mean, statistically, great job by Chase. Trey Forfinski, 7 carries, 75 yards for the touchdown. Joe Benz got 8 carries in the second half there for 63 yards. That's 7.9 yards a carry, so great reps by Joe Benz there. Going down to receiving here, still leading the way was Levi Lehman with those 2 receptions, but they were big for 88 yards and a touchdown. Nathan Gilchrist added a touchdown as well. Defensively, Luke Hackert ended up leading the way tonight with 4 tackles and Colby Nelson 4 as well. So
it was really spread out, the tackling
tonight.
Yes,
it was. I believe we have 13 different Orioles making tackles tonight, so a lot of tackles between 2 to 4. But guys like Levi, Aiden, Trey, those steady guys are all in as well. Daniel Ramirez 3 tackles as well tonight.
Well, everybody got playing time tonight.
Yes.
We had Cameron Gunsel in there tonight making his varsity debut. And a number of freshmen made their varsity debut tonight. If you look, also getting in there tonight, Colin Shelton and Walt Autry. So all 3 freshmen that were brought up. And I even think that Connor Cheney, number 59, got in there.
He might have snuck in there on us.
There were 4 freshmen brought up for tonight's game. Ludington wins 55-7. Coach Charlie Gunsel making his way up right now. He had a little bit of an obstacle going around.
Well, he's got the ladder to get up here too.
He's still got the ladder to get up as well.
Good luck, Coach.
But yeah, and a reminder, folks, again, we'll have the scoring summary. We'll have the scoring by quarter. We'll have the area scores of interest. Also the team stats and the individual stats, all up on the Oriole Sports Network page later tonight. Make sure you check out that Evan Cruzy's stats up there. They'll be up on the OSN. A pleasure to put those up, Evan, and get those up for the Oriole fans out there tonight. Ludington plays next Friday at Fremont. It'll be their first West Michigan Conference Lakes Division ball game. So that'll be interesting at Fremont. It's our 3rd time there in the past 4 seasons playing at Fremont. Ludington again winning 55-7 here tonight. Week 2 of the MHSAA season. Here comes Coach Charlie Gunsel.
He made his way up the ladder.
It was like going on an obstacle course.
It's good for him. Keeps him in shape.
As he said, on an obstacle course, he had to go way down to the south end of the field. Then he had to go around a fence, come up the bleachers, come up a ladder up here. Now he's on top of the press box. Whew. Coach Charlie Gunsel.
Wow, I'm gassed.
He's gassed a little bit. We'll give him a little time to catch his breath here. First things first, Coach, 2-0. Yep. A very impressive win over the Shelby Tigers, 55-7. Your team was up 45-0 at the half, running clock the whole second half.
Yeah.
You got all your players in tonight. All of your freshmen, I believe, made their varsity debuts tonight, including your son, Cameron Gunsel.
Yeah.
That had to really hit right in here, right in the heart for you.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It went down kind of how we wanted it to go down. You know, we wanted to stay sharp and we wanted to come out fast and we wanted to play a lot of kids and we were able to accomplish that. I was pretty happy with our. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to handle being physically, and we were just superior to Shelby, and it's nothing against Shelby. We just athletically we were just superior. Mm-hmm. Phil's doing an unbelievable job here. He's going to win. They're going to win here again because Phil's doing it the right way. But athlete to athlete, it just there was a big difference.
Your team came out, scored on every possession in the opening half. Your quarterback tonight, 8 of 8.
Yeah.
And he had 3 magnificent touchdown runs. I thought the last one, which was the shortest of the 3, was the most impressive.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that fast. I never see him run that fast.
Wow.
You're always faster when somebody's chasing you, but we are what we are. But I think what we are offensively is if you give us just a gap, just give us a little alley. I think we have a lot of guys that can do that. And Chase was getting the pull read all night on the power read, and he was hurting them with it. And Trey continues to run hard, and we didn't do a lot with our outside guys tonight. We only threw it 8 times, but. When we did, they made plays, and our offensive line continues to grind and continues to get better. And defensively, I thought the ones did everything they should have done. So at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm happy we did what we kind of set out to do, and now we're going to get ready for a different level of football.
A good confidence builder there at the end there, the field goal by Miles Wilson.
Yeah.
The extra point, still a bugaboo, Coach. I know that's got to be bothering you.
Yeah, you're always going to find something, when you play a team like this and this happens, you're going to be more critical. And I think we were 3 of 7 or 4 of 7 on extra points. That wasn't really
on your kicker tonight.
No, when he kicks it, it's good.
Yeah.
And that's what we feel bad about is we got to get the ball back. We got to get it on the tee, and we're just got to keep working at it because eventually that's going to come up to get us. And, tonight it didn't affect the ball game. And actually we kicked a field goal in the fourth quarter there on 3rd down just because I wanted them to get the rep. I wanted a field goal rep. And so,
that's what we figured. That's what we told the listeners and watchers. We said Coach Charlie Gunsel would never be one of coach. He's not that type of coach to rub in. That's the Orioles needed those repetitions right there.
Yeah,
yes.
We're all about reps at that point, and I thought we needed a rep on a field goal attempt, and then Miles drilled it. So I was happy about that.
And it was on a 3rd down as well, too.
Yeah, it kind of confused some people, but I had talked to the officials at halftime. I said, if I get a chance, I'm going to just kick it on 1st or 2nd down. I mean. I just don't believe in scoring a whole bunch of touchdowns when you don't have to. And like I said, Phil's a friend, and he's been doing this a long time, and he's going to win here. He's going to win football games here because he's doing it the right way. And they don't dodge anybody. They play everybody. So, I just thought, I'd rather take 3 than the possibility of getting 7.
Sure. And good. It was nice seeing you get Joe Benz got a number of carries tonight, as did Daniel Ramirez on a touchdown run there. So you got to be awfully happy with a lot that went down tonight. You get the Fremont Packers next week. It's our 3rd time there in 4 years.
I know it.
At Fremont. It's the opening West Michigan Conference Lakes Division game for the Ludington Orioles.
Yeah, and I did see some film on them. They're big, strong kids. I mean, they're going to be the biggest team we've played to date. So we're going to have to use our ability to run next week. And it'll be a great challenge because Fremont's got a new staff. I'm sure they probably beat Beaverton tonight. I don't know what happened yet in that ball game, but I'm sure they probably beat the Beavers. But we'll be ready to go. We're just going to keep grinding, and we're going to keep pushing these kids. And even tonight, it was humid down there again. And, we really don't have guys gassing because of what we do during the week. And I think that's what helps us win football games.
Well, congratulations, Coach Charlie Gunsel, to you and your staff and to your men out there. 2-0 now on the season. 37-31 victory over Petoskey last Thursday in overtime, and then the 55-7 victory over Shelby tonight. Off to a nice 2-0 start. We look forward to talking with you next Friday at Fremont, and savor this one and enjoy your weekend.
Will do. Thanks.
You're welcome. That's Coach Charlie Gunsel, and his Ludington Orioles win tonight by the score of 55-7. Evan Cruzy, final thoughts on this one?
I think tonight was about taking care of business for the Orioles. We knew it wasn't going to be probably the same competition as Petoskey, not the same atmosphere. Making sure you don't take your foot off the gas. Get up the same for every single game, no matter you play the best team of the season or the worst team of the season. Being consistent, doing what you do. And that's what the Orioles did today.
Okay, we've got a final. Actually, is that in the 4th quarter right now? Fremont is up on Beaverton by the score of 18-7. Thank you, Mark Pettinato, giving us that update right there. Yes, Ludington now 2-0, 55-7 win over Shelby next Friday at Fremont. And with that said, I'd like to thank you, Evan Cruzy, also Julia Havman, our OSN camerawoman, and the one and only, I almost called him Trey Forfinski. I've done that a few times. That is a good friend of yours. The one and only Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. This is Todd Scoop Hansen saying good night from Shelby. Again, your final score,